Sex Life Season 1 was great, and the show ended with a cliffhanger. One of the best parts of the show is that the very final scene may have been explained by a clue from the first full scene of the show. The story centered around Billy Mann, who changed a lot over the years. As a psychology student, she was very promiscuous, but eventually, Billy became a firm believer in traditional human monogamy. However, over time, she came to realize that 85% of her life was the stuff that people dreamed about. But then there was the other 15%, sex. When Cooper read her journal, he tried to become the person whom she wanted him to be. They went skinny dipping and ran from cops. They even went to a party where they experimented in an open relationship. But ultimately, Cooper could not be that 15%. So Billy met up with Brad at a location that they used to frequent, and they almost kissed outside. But as that was about to happen, Cooper texted her over and over and finally gave her an ultimatum. Call me back or don't bother coming home. At that point, Billy stopped and rushed home for two reasons. First, unlike Brad, Cooper had never hurt her. And second, Billy realized that the 15% can cost you everything. It was not worth losing Cooper and her children. So Billy began a new journal, saying goodbye to Brad forever. She determined that you can have it all, just not at the same time. And there is a freedom in accepting that. She felt lucky for everything she's done, everyone she's met, everyone she's been. So Cooper could talk about stains all he wants, but she knew that adversity makes people stronger, and she has come too far to lose everything. But those feelings didn't last. At the end of the season, Billy changed again. She thought to herself that she does wake up every day next to Cooper, and she is happy. But
it's not enough. It's okay. You can say it. Oh, God. It's not enough.
It's not what a woman is supposed to want. It's the self they're supposed to enjoy when they're young and then leave behind to become a responsible grown-up. They're supposed to accept that they must give up parts of themselves along the way. But the true freedom and power is in saying it out loud and announcing themselves, letting their desire be known.
I do want it all, and I want it right now.
So, Billy was promiscuous. Then she became a firm believer in monogamy. But by the end of the season, Billy decided that she wanted it all, the 85% and the 15%. Based on our conversation with Professor Sumner, there were two ways to achieve that. She could cheat on her husband, or maybe there was a world where Brad could give her both. But Billy explicitly told Brad that she's not leaving her husband, and this changes nothing. So that rules out option number 2, a world where Brad gives her both. And Billy and Cooper had a heart-to-heart, where they both decided that if they were to make it, they'd have to be honest, starting right then and there. So that rules out option number 1, cheating on Cooper. But there was a third option, a third way, which is a nod to Sasha Snow's book, The Third Way. An honest, open relationship. And this was hinted at in the very first scene of the show, the butterfly.
She can't breathe in there, and she's gonna die if you don't let her out.
Billy is a butterfly who needs to breathe. So odds are, after the school play, Billy told Cooper what she wanted to do. He then downloaded a family tracker app and watched her as she ran off to Brad's. But Brad has changed. Brad is no longer looking for just a fling, so Brad may deny Billy. Similarly, Cooper called his boss Francesca and told her that he doesn't know if he is okay. But just like Brad, Francesca is looking for more than just a fling, so she may deny Cooper. Ultimately, as Sasha said, the goal, of course, is to return to that one true self, regardless of how uncomfortable it makes others feel.
That is the third way.
That is what everyone needs to find. For Billy, that may mean having a side piece. For Cooper, that may mean the same. Or it may just mean that in order for his butterfly to live, he must accept Billy for who she is, for who she really is, which is a woman who has desires that extend beyond him and their family. And yes, that will be hard. But that is life. That is the name of the game. Billy is now finishing up her psychology degree, so it will be interesting to see what ideas she embraces in Season 2, and how those new ideas contrast with her past beliefs of monogamy. It will be interesting to see if Francesca denies Cooper, and if any fire kindles between Francesca and Brad should they meet. And it will be interesting to see if Brad denies Billy. But even if he does, there are other men out there from whom she can feel the thrill. Maybe a fellow student, maybe a teacher, maybe both. Because the 15% is not about Brad. It never was. Billy is not Brad's B. The 15% has been and always will be about her.
Me.
Billy the butterfly.